I'm here with Norman Jacobson, who is running for Austin City Council District 1. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Brandy.
So Norman, when you think of the next 5 years in Austin, what is your greatest hope for our environment?
Well, my greatest hope is to eliminate fluoridated water because from my research, there's about 217 tons of fluorine going into the Austin environment every year, and that's eventually going to kill off all the wildlife and farmlands in the city, around the city of Austin. Supposedly, it's not really an environmental hazard because the EPA has given the city of Austin and all other communities and countries waivers because it supposedly has medical benefits that outweigh the need for protecting the environment. And there's a tremendous amount of research that shows that fish are dying from fluoridated water, and that in 1975, the Department of Agriculture did research with fluoridated water on farm animals, and they did use research on pigs, and the baby pigs were dying before they were born from drinking the fluoridated water. So the Department of Agriculture recommended that farm animals not be fed or drink fluoridated water.
Okay.
And there was a congressional hearing about it, and they came up with the term pig mentality because Congress said it was okay for people to drink it, but not okay for pigs to drink it.
Very interesting. Okay. Arguably, the largest problem facing us in America or on the planet is climate change. What do you propose to do as a leader, if elected, to help Austin move toward being more climate resilient?
I agree that global warming is a very important issue, and I follow some of Vice President Gore's movies about the ice caps melting in North America, and there's a lot of it's caused by the carbon emissions, and also I've noticed recently that the government of China announced that there were fluorine emissions was causing global warming also. I only saw one little article, and it was the first time I saw it. That was about 2 weeks ago I saw it.
Okay. Let's shift to transportation. You are not for Prop 1, but what do you think we should be doing as a city to solve our transportation problems?
I think one of the problems is that we should increase the time frame for length of schools. Have longer hours for schools and for colleges and universities. One of the biggest traffic problem is from the University of Texas students, and if they had night classes, maybe at 10 p.m. or even 1 a.m., they have classes that would reduce the traffic during the day because some of them would be
Some of them are up at that time.
But in order to do that, we'd have to increase the hours of the public transportation. And right now, UT Tech students receive bus passes, so they would prefer to ride public transportation.
Okay. Do you have any opinions about land use planning and how we design our city as we grow?
I haven't really looked into that, but my understanding is that there's a big corridor from San Antonio all the way up to Dallas-Fort Worth area, and that's going to continue to expand over the next few years, and the toll roads help make it possible for people to spread out more. And right now, I don't think we're ready for trains now. So I think that, in my opinion, that is out.
Okay. And last but not least, energy. Where should we be getting our energy or not getting it?
Well, definitely we should use solar power. It's one of the things I see. If you have solar panels on your roof, it will keep your roof cooler, so your roofs will last longer, and you're getting free energy. And the solar panels are coming down in price dramatically in the last few years, and I read that there's companies in Japan that have come out with new technology that greatly reduces the cost of solar panels. And once the solar panel's installed, it's free electricity, and it doesn't create heat. Even nuclear energy creates a lot of heat. So all that heat increases the global warming, which I think, the population is getting so big that that we're getting a lot of global warming from
Right.
the people in the country.
Okay, so what other priority do you have? If you were in office, what would you want to get accomplished?
One of the big priorities is Texas has a reputation for having the most incidents of human trafficking, and also has also a reputation for having lowest convictions. And from what I've seen, it seemed like the courts, probate courts, might be involved in human trafficking. And for example, a friend of Sherry was a teenager, 18 years old, in high school, and she was forcibly removed from her district court appointed guardian and put in a home where she was being taught addition and subtraction, even though she was in high school when she was taken from her guardian. And it doesn't make sense to me.
No.
And then there's,
What do you propose we do about this?
well, we need more law enforcement. The courts are supposed to be arbitrators, that they make the rules based on what the one lawyer says and other laws. They have an adversarial system of law, which the judge is sort of a neutral party, and one attorney represents one client, and another attorney represents another client. In the probate courts, everybody is on the district, the court-appointed guardian, and the attorney ad litem, which quite often is the same person as the court-appointed guardian, and there's nobody to represent the victim, the ward. Purportedly, according to the law, the ward is supposed to have an attorney ad litem, but in reality, she does not. And after Sherry was made a ward of the state, she was frequently sexually assaulted, abused, and occasionally, she was, according to the doctor's report that I've seen, it appeared that Sherry had been beaten and abused and raped for a couple of years. And then when she got out of the hospital, the guardian disappeared for 3 years, and the mother had to pick up her daughter.
Wow, that's
And
terrible.
I could go on for hours, but
Yeah, well, thank you for being here. Thanks for being someone who really cares about other people, and I thanks you for your time.
yeah, thank you, Bray. Appreciate the opportunity to express my views.